national movement. (1905 to 1918). Militant nationalism started in 1890s. And it was given the concrete shape in 1905. Some basic tenets of militant school of thought. Hate foreign rule. Swaraj is the goal. Direct political action is required. Personal sacrifice is required. Belief in power of masses. Now compare this with moderates. Moderates were in favor of constitutional agitation within the constitutional law. They do not want to break the law. While on the other hand, extremists, these militant nationalism, or you can also say extremist. Extremist is also the term for these people. Militant nationalist or extremist. One side moderates, one side extremist. They hated foreign rule. Swaraj is their goal, and direct political action is required. While on the other hand, moderates, they favored the policies which required the petition within the constitutional law. Personal sacrifice is required, which was not the ideology of moderates. Belief in power of masses. Moderates doesn't believe in power of the masses. They just want to give the representation to the government that please do this, please do this. So this is the basic difference between the moderates and extremists. Now, why militant nationalism grew? What were the factors which led to the growth of militant nationalism? Recognition of true nature of British. British were not conceding the demands. Famines, bubonic plague, in Deccan. Riots in Deccan, Indian Councils Act, (1992). Economic problems of 1890s. Natu brothers deported without trial. Sedition charges on Tilak. repressive laws, under IPC, Indian members in Calcutta Corporation were reduced Indian Universities Act, Official Secrets Act 1904, both 1904. So these actions determine the true nature of British. First point. This was the main factor why militant nationalism grew. Second, confidence and self-respect. India gained the confidence and self-respect. Third, education. On the one hand, people were educating, but unemployment was there. International influence, progress of Japan, defeat of Italy, by Ethiopians, Boer Wars, movements in Russia, Ireland, Egypt, Turkey, Persia, China, dissatisfaction with moderates, three P's. Moderates were mainly following three P's: prayers, petitions, protests. So they were dissatisfied. Reaction to increasing westernization, famous slogan, Swami Dayanand Saraswati says, India for the Indians. India for the Indians. Then reactionary policies of Curzon, in the form of Official Secrets Act, which we have already discussed in True Nature of British. Indian Universities Act, Calcutta Corporation Act, Calcutta Corporation Act, Partition of Bengal, rise of militant school of thought, militant school of thought in Bengal. People associated were Narayan Bose, A.K. Dutt, Aurobindo Ghosh, Bipin Chandrapal. In Maharashtra, V.S. Chiplunkar, Bal Gangadhar Tilak. In Punjab, Lala Lajpat Rai. Partition of Bengal. Reason given by government, that is British, that why we need partition of Bengal, because it is too big to be administered. So reason given, big to be administered. But actual motive was weaken the center of Indian nationalism. Because it was Bengal from where Indian nationalism was growing mainly. So to weaken it, partition Bengal. Weaken center of Indian nationalism. So government's decision, that is British, to partition Bengal came in December 1903. When the government decided that okay, we need to partition Bengal, so there was anti-partition movement. I have just decided partition bill came into force in 1905, and government has conveyed its decision that okay, we will partition Bengal. So anti-partition Bengal movement started from 1903 to 1905. Leadership of this anti-partition movement was under moderates, under the leadership of Surendranath Banerjee, K.K. Mitra, Prithvish Chandra Roy. What was the mode of this movement? Petitions to government. And through Hitabdi, Sanjeevani, Bengali. These were the newspapers. Through these newspapers, awareness was being generated and it was pressurizing government to withdraw its decision. Partition was announced in July 1905. It came into force in October 1905. And Swadeshi movement or boycott movement was announced on August. So in August, Swadeshi and boycott movement was launched. Spread of movement. Punjab, Lala Lajpat Rai and Ajit Singh. They were under these leadership, the movement spread in Punjab. Maharashtra, Bal Gangadhar Tilak. In Delhi, under the leadership of Sayyid Haider Raza. and in Madras under the leadership of Chidambaram Pillai. Now Congress response in the session of 1905 under the presidentship of Gopal Krishna Gokhale, they condemned partition of Bengal and they supported anti-partition and Swadeshi movement. Then session of next year 1906 session under the presidentship of Dadabhai Naroji, Congress said that their goal is Swaraj or self-government. Movement under militant nationalists. After 1906, extremists called for passive resistance in addition to Swadeshi and boycott. What do you mean by passive resistance? Boycott government schools, boycott government jobs, boycott legislative councils, renounce government titles. Aurobindo Ghosh gave a statement. Political freedom is the life breath of a nation. New forms of struggle. By extremists or militant nationalists. Boycott foreign goods. Corps of volunteers or samitis. These corps was formed for the mass mobilization. Example: Swadesh Bandhab Samiti by Ashwani Kumar Datta. So these samitis were for mass mobilization. Meetings were organized, that too for mass mobilization. Program of national education. Example: Bengal National College. Aurobindo Ghosh was made principal. Use of popular festivals to reach masses. Example, Tilak in Ganpati and Shivaji festival. Emphasis on Atma Shakti, self-reliance. Swadeshi enterprises, textile, mill, soap, match factories. So these were the forms of struggle. What was the impact in cultural sphere? Tagore's Amar Sonar Bangla became national anthem. Rabindranath Tagore left its footprint on painting. Nandlal Bose on Indian arts. Jagdish Chandra Bose Prafulla Chandra Roy. They left their footprint on science. So overall impact in cultural sphere was good. Indian Society of Oriental Art. It was established in 1907 and this Nandlal Bose received a scholarship from it. Extent of mass participation in Swadeshi movement. Extent of mass participation. Students participated in picketing of shops, selling foreign goods, alcohol. Picketing of shops means standing nearby shop and demonstrating and forcing people not to enter the shop, not to buy these things. So it is not attacking the shops or shut down of shops. It is demonstrating just nearby shops and making shouts that don't go to this place, this is bad, this is thing. So this is picketing of shops. Student participated in it. Women participated in processions. Muslims, only some Muslims participated. Many stayed away. Who didn't participate? Mostly upper and middle class Muslims didn't participate. One example is Nawab Salimullah of Dhaka didn't participate. Annulment of partition. In 1911, partition was annulled. So again, Bengal was united. Why? Basically to curb revolutionary terrorism. We will discuss revolutionary terrorism in detail. Other events of 1911. Capital was shifted to Delhi from Bengal. Bihar and Odisha taken out of Bengal. These were the other events of 1911. So questions come, why the Swadeshi movement fizzle out? Why it fizzle out? Swadeshi movement time period is why does it fizzle out? Number one, government repression. The government came heavy-handed. Number two, no effective organization was there. It was not organized well. It became leaderless. Many leaders were either deported in 1908. Many leaders arrested or deported by 1908. Surat split. Confined to upper and middle zamindars. Failed to reach masses. So the question arises, why moderates failed? So it was clear through Swadeshi and boycott movements that politics of petition and speeches have become obsolete. They failed to work among masses. No All India campaign of Swadeshi movement. Problems with extremists. no consistency in functioning. Different perception of goals. For example, take the word Swaraj. For Tilak, it meant some form of self-government. For Aurobindo, it meant complete independence. And they emerged as social reactionaries. Example, Tilak's Ganpati and Shivaji festivals. These festivals are basically Hindu festivals, so some form of social reactionism is there. Support of anti-cow killing. Protest against age of consent bill. These were the examples of how they were emerging as social reactionaries. Surat split. Surat split is a split between moderates and extremists within the Congress. They both separated. Why? Reasons for the Surat split. In 1905, extremists want Swadeshi and boycott movement to be outside Bengal also. But moderates were not in favor of extending the movement outside Bengal. With respect to influence of Swadeshi movement, that is to extend it or not outside Bengal. Moderates wanted within Bengal, extremists outside Bengal. In 1906, moderates wanted president of the INC session to be Dadabhai Naroji. While on the other hand, extremists wanted either Tilak to be president or Lala Lajpat Rai to be president. Ultimately, Dadabhai Naroji presided. In 1907, extremists wanted again Tilak or Lala Lajpat Rai to be president, while the moderates were holding the INC session in Surat. So what happens when the INC session is happened in the hometown of some person? That person cannot be president. Let's say if INC is acting in my is convening in my hometown, then I cannot be president. So session was conducted in Bombay Presidency, so therefore Tilak could not be president. While on the other hand, moderates wanted Rash Bihari Ghosh. to be president, which ultimately prevailed. Fourth point, extremists wanted passive resistance, which we have discussed, while moderates didn't want it. Why? Because of the hearing of news of council reforms. So therefore they were hoping that some new law and some new reforms will be there. So they decided to tone down their voice. So ultimately in the 1907 session at Surat, Surat split was there. Extremists and moderates split it. So the overall government response between 1908 to 1911 enacted Seditious Meeting Act, Indian Newspaper Act, Indian Press Act, Criminal Law Amendment Act, Tilak sent to jail for 6 years. Bipin Chandra Pal and Aurobindo retired from politics. And Lala Lajpat Rai went abroad. Overall, we can recognize there is a 3-stage policy of the government, that is British. Extremist repressed mildly. That is mild repression of extremists to show the moderates that we are repressing. We can go for an severe repression. Then give some concessions to moderates. By fulfilling their few demands and making them believe that more reforms are coming. So therefore they are hopeful that more reforms are coming and extremists are being repressed. So they will not utter grievances against the repression of extremists. Then third stage is severe repression of extremists. Extremists were repressed severely. So therefore there is an overall 3-stage policy of government.